All right. Thank you, Terrence. Again, my name is Jordan Hamilton. Thank you all for getting on a call this morning. So this morning I was tasked to do the quick start orientation. So this is for that new person that gets involved, or this is for that, that associate that wants to get their new person off to a quick start. This is the document that you go to in your back office. So if I could figure out how to scroll, right? Give me 1 second. I'll do it like this. All right. So this is the first page. Welcome to the Personal Financial Success Overview. So this is pretty much welcoming that new person into the business. And, it's just giving an overview of how you can start increasing your cash flow and how this document is going to help you get off to the quickest start possible. So when you go into this section, you start off with step one, correcting your tax withholding. So for many of us that's been in business for a while, we know for most people, when they get involved with us, they have a job. And this is the quickest way for a person to be able to increase their cash flow and bring more money back into their household. Because, the IRS says that 80% of the population have too much money withheld from their paycheck, meaning most people fill out their W-4 form wrong. So we show people on average how to bring an extra $200 to $500 back into their household. Now they have extra money to work with. And that's the first strategy that we teach and the quickest way to start making money. Next, we show people how to minimize their taxes. And so, we have the Cash Flow Manager app. We put in our income, we put in our expenses, we put in all our things in this Cash Flow Manager. And with us being involved, we are in business for ourselves. So with that being said, we have this software, we put in all of our expenses that we have in business, and that's how we are able to, get tax deductions, and we're able to save a lot of money. So we show people how to minimize their taxes and how to properly document everything, because that's the only way we're going to be able to receive these tax deductions if we properly document it. Step three, we show people how to market their business so they can start getting business income. So with this section, I'm gonna go into more detail because it's giving a lot of value, giving you a lot of strategies and tools whenever it comes to marketing to people. So, we also market the following products as well as marketing the business: the My Credit System, the ID Defender, the Road Assure, travel, nutrition products, healthy beverages, and we used to have a cashback mall. So we're going to go into detail about marketing to the people and bringing them into the business. All right. So when we go to the top of this page, the first thing is we're trying to make money. So the key to making money in MyEcon is presenting the business opportunity, the benefits of the income shifting membership, products and services to people. The business overview lasts about 20 minutes. The first step to making commission in MyEcon is to create a list of potential people to market to. So this is the most important step when you get involved, is making a prospect list. So you want to list, anywhere from 50 to 100 people that just anybody that And I think it was Mr. Curry, the founder of the company. He said, oh no, it's either Mr. Curry or Stroh. One of them said, look at it like this. If you are, say, you are looking to get some gold or something like that, a place where you can dig and you can find some gold, but you need to bring as many people as you can with me so y'all can grab the biggest amount of gold that y'all can grab and y'all can bring it back home. Who are you going to call? You're going to call everybody you can think of that can help you grab this gold and bring it back with you, so you can have as much value as possible. So the thing is, look at it that way when it comes to making your prospect list. Don't try to exclude people like, oh, this person is not going to want to do this opportunity. They're not going to be interested. And, oh, this person will be. I'm going to put him on the list because for most of us that's been in business for a while, we realize that the people that we think that's not going to join, those are the people that actually end up joining. And the people that we do think is going to join and they're going to love the information, those are the people that don't join. So don't discriminate when it comes to making your list. You put anybody you can on the list. And that's how you make it. So like you can get people from all over. It could be friends, it could be family members, it could be church members, co-workers. You know, you can go through your phone, your contact list, your email contact list, your social media accounts. So just go through all these different avenues to be able to come up with this list, and whoever you can think of, you write their name down on the list. So we're in step 3, but we have action number 2, which is peek and pass. So this step is to contact the people you have on the list and invite them to view a short introductory video on MyEcon. So this is very important because as you are a new person in business, you're not going to know everything there is to know about the business. But your job is to be able to pique that new person's interest and pass them to something that's going to explain MyEcon to them. So like, you know, the best way to do it is, you know, sending them some sort of introductory video so they can look at the information for themselves. And, you know, it can take about 15 to 20 minutes either on a live webinar or seeing something that's already pre-recorded. So the concept is simple. You will contact each person and invite them to watch the introductory video. You have 2 methods to contact the prospects to invite them to view the introductory video. Option 1 is the electronic method, and option 2 is the phone method. So right now we're going to go over the electronic method. So for anybody that's going to send out an email or send out a text message, here we have already a nice script. So, hi Jordan, check out this video where people are making incredible income, helping people raise their credit score, minimize their taxes, and build investment income. I would love to hear your opinion on it. So simple as that. And then they have example number 2. Hi Jordan, this is amazing. Watch this video on people making incredible income, helping people raise credit scores, eliminate debt, and build investment income. I would love to get your feedback. So you have loaded the context into the system. So, you know, that's how you can start sending out the emails and sending out the text message. So when we go up to following up with that prospect, we have multiple scenarios when it comes to following up. Because as we know, whenever we reach out to people, you know, people are going to have different reactions. Some people are going to say they're interested. Some people are, you know, are actually going to look at the information that you send to them. Some people are not going to do it. So there's different scenarios and different ways to go about, you know, people actually looking at the information. So scenario 1, after the prospect receives your text, the system will notify you if the prospect watches the introductory video and schedules a time to watch a live webinar or choose to watch a recorded version immediately. If the prospect schedules a time to watch a live webinar, the system will send you and the prospect a reminder a few minutes before the webinar begins. If the prospect actually watches the live webinar at the scheduled time, the webinar presenters will encourage the prospect to become a MyEcon associate. The prospect does not immediately become an associate. The system will continue to send the prospect emails or texts prompting them to become an associate. You can also get personally involved by calling, texting, or emailing the prospect and encouraging him to become a MyEcon associate. You can learn more on how to follow up on the prospects by watching the video labeled Closing the Deal in the Quick Start Orientation in the Business Management Center on your website. If the prospect did not want to watch the live webinar, the system will continue to contact the prospect and prompt him to reschedule to watch a live webinar or watch the recorded version immediately. So I know that was a handful, it was a lot, but I mean, it was very important because, you know, you're prospecting and you're trying to follow up with your prospect. So if the prospect decided to watch the recorded webinar immediately, the system is going to notify you. So then after the system notifies you, the webinar, the presenter, whoever's going to present, they're still going to try to make that person an associate. And if they do not if the prospect does not immediately want to be an associate, the same steps are going to apply. You know, they're still going to keep sending up follow-up emails, and you still do your due diligence and call and text and emailing that prospect to close the deal. So for scenario 3, if the prospect does not watch the introductory video, the recorded webinar, and does not schedule a time to watch a live webinar, you could continue to text or email the prospect the info for several weeks. So this is if a person, they don't watch nothing. You know, send them all the information, you know, check this out, and they still didn't log in, they didn't do nothing. So it's just saying you can still reach out to that prospect. You can do that, you know, personally through text or email And then if you still don't get a response, you can just assume that they're not interested. And the thing is, everybody that you reach out to, it's not going to always be the perfect time for them. You know, sometimes you have to present this information to them several times in order for them to be able to get involved. So, you know, timing is everything. You can wait 60 to 90 days and restart the campaign all over again. Because who's to say 60 or 90 days from now, that person might be, you know, I wasn't ready back then when you asked me, but now, you know, I think I want to, you know, change my financial situation. So, you know, that can very well be many people. So now let's discuss the phone method first. So the phone method works just like the electronic method, except your initial contact is done via quick phone call instead of text or email. The phone method works best with people you have a little more than a casual relationship with. So these people that you really know and you talk to often, you know, the phone method would be better. That way you could just call them up real quick, and then that's how you can pique their interest and get them on a video. So you will use power phrases in your phone call to pique or create interest in my econ and motivate the prospect to watch the video. So I'm gonna scroll down to the next page. Let me see, got 5. So you have entered the prospects into the system. So let's start calling the prospects. Remember, you're calling friends, relatives, or close associates with whom you share good relations. So this is the phone script. You know, I'm gonna just go over a couple of these just to give you an idea of how this works. So hi, John, this is Jordan. I'm calling because I represent a company that helps people earn serious cash flow using a strategy known as income shifting. Have you heard of it? So, you know, that whatever they say, you know, you're gonna say either that's fine, that's great, or I understand. And then you're gonna say that prospect's name, John, that's fine. I have also used a strategy and my results have been amazing. I'm very excited about it and would love to share the information with you. I have a short video that I would love for you to watch and give me your opinion. Will you take just a few minutes to watch it? And then you just wait for the response. And so these are, you know, scripts that you can master and learn, so you can kind of get a feel for whenever you're reaching out to these prospects, you know, get a feel for what works best for you and how you want to close a deal. So hi, John, this is Jordan. I am calling because I represent a company that helps people earn serious cash flow, helping people raise credit scores, minimize taxes, and become debt-free using a strategy known as income shifting. Have you ever heard of it? And then they'll say whatever they have to say. You'll say, John, that's fine. I have also used the strategy and my results have been amazing. I'm very excited about it and would love to share the information with you. I have a short video that I would love for you to watch and give me your opinion. Will you take a few minutes to watch it? So whatever script works best for you, you know, just master that script and practice it. So that way, whenever you're talking to somebody, you know what to say and point them in the right direction. So going down to the next section, we got follow-up scenarios. So these are pretty much similar to the ones that I went over previously. You know, if the prospect watches the video, you'll still reach out to them through text or email. Like, it's going to automatically send, you know, that information to them. But what you want to do, you want to close the deal. So you learn more on how to follow up with prospects by watching the videos labeled Closing the Deal in the Quick Start Orientation in the Business Management Center on your website. If the prospect does not watch the live webinar, the system will continue to contact them. So it's going to keep contacting, keep following up with them. Like I said, the system will do it. You can also do it. And then if they're not wanting to do anything, give them some time, give them 60 to 90 days, follow back up with them because their situation can change. So action 3, present and close. So that's what we are doing, all of this reaching out and following up, because we are trying to close the deal. We want people to pay for their membership and want the card to go through. So presenting the business overview, the peak and pass examples in step 3, action 2 is demonstrating how to get a prospect to a live webinar or pre-recorded webinar. The live webinar or recorded webinar is your actual presentation, even though you are not the presenter. So you ain't got to be the one presenting the information. If a team member does it, if a leader does it, you know, that is presenting that information to that prospect. So that's the reason why we have weekly webinars. So you're able to get these new people on the webinars and you have team members, you know, closing the deal for you. So in our advanced marketing training, we show you how to peak and pass prospects to additional business overview presentations. Go to the next page. All right, so closing the deal. So this is the most important thing in our business to make money. So mastering closing the deal is essential to every successful marketing career. You'll be faced with this situation every time you present a business overview or send a prospect to hear someone else present a business overview. So this is something that you will have to do. You have to close a deal in order for you to be able to start growing your business. There are very seldom times where people will just, you see your information and just join. That does happen, but more often than not, you're going to have to close them. So, closing is a mindset. You must feel like you are providing great value to the prospect. If you feel like you're providing great value to the prospect, you will feel like you deserve to be paid. And I believe all of us want to be paid. So my econ, they also provide some scripts whenever it comes to closing. So this first one is the alternative close. The prospect have just finished seeing the business overview, and you might say to the prospect, my econ is amazing and it has helped thousands of people earn great income, improve their credit scores, minimize taxes, eliminate debt, and build investment income. What part of the video and strategy did you like best? So the prospect, they're going to answer. A lot of times, they'll pick something out that they like. So the first type is A, who say, I can absolutely see myself using my econ's complete system to grow my cash flow. And the second type is B, who say, I love this info, but because of lack of time or other responsibilities, I simply cannot run another business at this time. However, I love the income shifting concept and would love to get access to the software and strategy to shift income and grow my cash flow. So this is a great way to, close this prospect. So you say, John, do you see yourself as a type A or type B person in this situation? So, you're giving them both options. You said, do you see yourself just getting the whole system and using it and being successful in it? Or do you see yourself just using my econ strategies and everything to help grow your cash flow? Either way is a win-win. Either way is gaining business. So if the prospect says type A, then you can say, that's great. And congratulations on deciding to become a new business owner. You can then ask the prospect, are you going to put your business in your personal name or your business name? Act as if the prospect is signing up immediately. Like I said, we already went over all the information. We don't, talk to them enough. We're going to assume that this person wants to get involved, that they want to pull out the check or the card. So if the prospect is not ready to sign up immediately, he or she will tell you. So if they're not ready to sign up, they're going to say something. If money is an issue, try to motivate the prospect with a small coupon as a last resort, or set up a sign-up date in the near future. So we also have that prospect B. You should still be proactive to sign him or her up. You can say congratulations because with the amazing discounted price we are currently offering, you can get our entire system for a bargain. You can use the membership cash flow streams, excluding the business until your circumstances change. Additionally, you have a friend or associate that wants to see the system, refer them to me and I will take it from there. If they join the business, I will put them on your team and you will get paid for them. So think about how better that sounds for anybody that may be afraid of, building their business and, they just want the income shifting membership, and you tell them, hey, just pass them to me. And if they want to join, I'll put them in for you and you'll get paid for it. So that gives, people another way to look at the business, and that might be the thing that helps them get involved. So going up to the top of the page, if the prospect decides not to get the entire system, try to sign him or her up as a customer. So we have great products. We have the ID Defender, we have the Road Assure, nutrition, a My Credit System, travel. And if the prospect becomes a customer, do a follow-up call within 24 hours to answer questions and make sure he or she knows how to access and use the product. The 10 minutes that you spend with the new customer is priceless. Obviously, the customer will be appreciative, but it could also get you valuable referrals and strong customer retention. So yeah, just make sure that the prospect that you're dealing with, you're just trying to help them out at the end of the day. You're doing whatever you can for them. And if they see you're not just trying to sell, and don't just see them as, money, then, they're going to value that, and you will get valuable referrals, and, they'll want to stick around with you. So prospects want more time to think about his decision. And this happens often. Everybody don't make split decisions right on the spot. A lot of people, even though they see the information and it makes sense to them, they're not ready to join right then unless they kind of just been looking for an opportunity. A lot of times they want to think about it. So this situation will be very common in your career. Develop an appreciation for the person's desire to think about the decision or the desire to discuss the information with the significant other. Be positive and confident the prospect will sign up. Ask the prospect to schedule a time ASAP, preferably within 72 hours. When you may follow up with him or her to answer any questions or concerns he or she may have. Do not wait for the prospect to call you, because that won't happen. They're not going to call you. The follow-up is best face-to-face, but a phone call or a private webinar will also work. A follow-up should only require 15 to 20 minutes. You shouldn't have to talk any more than that. So B, use the format below for the follow-up close. Thank the prospect for giving you the opportunity to follow up. Ask the prospect if he or she has any questions. Then third, ask the prospect what 2 things he or she liked most about the information and concept. Focus on talking about those 2 things the prospect liked to convince the prospect MyEcon is the great opportunity for them. C, if the prospect does not sign up, it's not the end of the world. Your love for people should be greater than their decision. Ask the prospect to be a customer and just market all those products that we have in our system. So even if the prospect does nothing, love him or her anyway, stay positive and still do business with him or her on another day. Timing is everything. Call him or her back in 6 months, and every 6 months, tell him or her of your progress, good news, and new developments. If you do email marketing, put the prospect on your email list and send him or her updates and info periodically. Include good news and success stories in your email updates. So then we also, plug and promote. Already went through all this information. You know how to pique their interest, how to get them to look at something, how to close them. And now, you got this new associate in. So you just do these steps all over again. You plug and promote. You get them to look at the quick start orientation video. You tell them to look at the correct your tax withholding video. You tell them to minimize the taxes through via record keeping. And you tell them to do the quick start marketing for business income. So whenever you get somebody involved, you go through the same document that I went over this morning. That's how you plug them in. That's how you get them off to a quick start. And then you help the associate understand the more customers they have, the more income they can earn, and being their own customer is the first step to earning great income. So first, you got to be your own customer. Instruct and encourage the new associate to watch the MyEcon product videos and familiarize themselves with MyEcon products. So, you want to be a customer of your product. You want to be able to use the products for yourself, so that way, you can tell other people about the products and how well they work. And then last but not least, for anybody, that's been in business for a while, we often have different objections that we have to overcome. So I'm going to go over all of them. I'm just going to go over some of the common ones. Is this a pyramid? Absolutely not. Our strategies and products have been used in all 50 states. You will love what we do when you see it at the meeting. Then, what are you selling? Our core system is based on information and a unique financial strategy. However, we also provide services that save our clients serious money. You will love the overall concept when you see it. And how are you doing in business? I just got started, but I already increased my cash flow by whatever amount that is. Also, the uplines, your upline's name. So whoever your leader is, tell them who your upline is. It's helping me in business, has generating X amount of cash flow using the system. So, just go ahead and tell them about your upline and how they're helping you as well. And with you being new, people shouldn't hold that over your head, because you already done increased your cash flow by, probably doing a W-4 or something like that. So the last question I'm gonna go over, what's this all about? Or can you tell me more? So it's about the most unique concepts in American business today. People are making money and saving money using the cash flow to build passive income. So these are just a few of the objections or the questions people may ask. And these are some great answers to those questions, so you can kind of prepare yourself for whenever you talk to people, because people are going to ask questions. And some of these are common, you're gonna hear those, and then some people, some of the questions you hear might be just completely new to you. So like, just kind of get familiarizing yourself with as many questions and answers as you can. You'll be better prepared whenever somebody comes and, start talking crazy whenever you ask them a question. But that concludes my presentation on the Quick Start orientation. Do we have any questions or any comments?